Hi everyone, welcome back. I thought I'd go for a little walk along the beach. This is a different one to the beach that I walked down a little while ago with my son Mike. This one is at a place called Warden Bay, and both myself and Gary used to live here. Gary used to live kind of over there and I lived more around the corner. So there is a little bit of wind, well, very, very small, but I don't know how good my crocheted cover will be to block it out, because it's just one that I made. So I lost the little black, they call it a dead cat, which isn't very nice, but I don't know if you can see them, but there's loads of wind turbines out there, and those are, I don't know if you can see those black, there's 4 things sticking up. You zoom it and see if we can see them. Where are you? There. Those are forts, and we used to have a pirate radio station used to broadcast from there back when I was a girl. But there are boat trips to go and look around those forts, and we already did the one to see the masts of the ship full of explosives that's threatening to explode. This is not very good because I'm walking downhill on this concrete thing. You can just about see it's here. Am I still zoomed? I think I might still be zoomed. Hang on. Trouble is, when I zoom and I unzoom, it sometimes pauses, but I'm walking on this and it's not very stable. So I think the reason then it was bouncing up and down so much was because I didn't realise how zoomed in I was. So any movement was massive. But I've got a little path to walk on, which is a good thing because I have sandals on. And the kind of thing that's really annoying for us, it's nice but it's annoying, is all of this new sea defence. Well, say new, it's been here a while, but all of this is kind of sea defences, and up there that they're protecting is just a car park. That's all it's for. So if we go a bit further and you see all these sea defences to protect the cliffs from falling against a car park at the back, and a lot of area before you even get to any houses, and yet the cliffs at the end of our road, which are falling and houses are falling into the sea, they can't be bothered to do because it's more difficult to get to, because it's around this area. You go around that bay a little way. So you can see just up here there's some what looks like a nice lawn. There used to be a lot more cliffs sticking out beyond there, and there was a mansion that was disused, and I used to play in it when I was a kid. I think Gary did too, but obviously not at the same time. And then one day I went to play there, and they'd put lots of freezers inside. I don't know what was in them, but I didn't go back anymore after that, so obviously it wasn't deserted anymore. But yeah, all these boulders never used to be here, but it's just sea defences to stop the erosion, to protect a car park and a field. Well, they won't pay to protect homes, which is a bit annoying. I've got to watch where I'm walking because it is very, very bad, uneven ground, and if I'm not careful I will stack it on that, and that's a totally different type of video. That's what I'm sending to You've Been Framed, and I don't want that. But we've just got graffiti on the rocks. Obviously the kids come down here and do what kids do best, hang out and stuff. So there's not much to see. You can just about see in the water that's fallen down that lookout thing there. We had lots of those remnants. Let me just make sure it's still recording. Yep, remnants from the war. Lots and lots of lookout areas and gun mountains and things like that, but they've long since fallen into the sea. Used to play in those as well when they were on the cliffs. So did Gary. Obviously not the same time. We didn't know each other when we were young at all. So I didn't know any of his family. Which now I'm on this kind of ground. So still got to watch where I'm going. We've got to come to a bit of a hill in a minute. I don't know how far we can really take this filming. But it's been a really hot day. It looks a little bit cloudy, but it's not. That's just very transparent haze, really. But in the distance, you can see Laysdown and all that kind of what looks like shoreline. It looks like sand. There is actually some sand there. The only sandy beach on the island is halfway between, and it's private beach, but you can use it. As I've zoomed, I've just got to make sure it's still recording. It is. So yeah, there was used to be quite a lot more sand. Oh, Gary's exploring. What did you find? What was that?
Looking for slow worms.
Oh, Gary's looking for slow worms. How cute. You often find them if you find a piece of fabric, tarpaulin or something that's just been strewn about, or old lino or something like that. You look underneath, you find them, and that's what he was doing. Michael used to go out and collect them, slow worms, lizards, bring them home. He was always collecting some kind of critter or 10. But if you look, you can see how much cracking there is. That's why it slips. There's that weird goop in the water we've been hearing so much about, like a scum, but it is a naturally occurring organism that's caused it. But I don't know if it's something to do with the weather, but it's happened all the way along the coastline. We saw it in Minster when I walked with my son Michael, but I've got it there as well. Really horrible looking, but it's nothing bad apparently, just some, I can't really do this hill. So, hang on. This is very lumpy terrain that I'm going up and down. So bear with me a sec. I'm not looking forward to going back that way. It's much easier going up these things, I find, than going down them when you've got sandals on for a start. Not the best footwear. I should have kept my trainers on or something. Silly me. Anyway, these cliffs, I'll show you without falling down them. They're not very high here, but I used to walk my dog along here. He was a German Shepherd or Alsatian, whatever you want to call them. And these always slip, these cliffs. And we were on the way up, I couldn't get up. And I just could not climb up. They just kept crumbling beneath me. So he kind of decided to pull me up. It was almost like an episode of Lassie, where he gave me his lead and he just went into reverse mode and pulled me up the cliff. He actually saved me. Can't believe it. He was the dopiest, most stupid dog, but he actually saved me. He was an absolute mad dog, you know, but obviously he saved me. Oh, got some little flowers, wild ones, a bit like me. Wild. No, obviously not. So I've got to watch where I'm going. It is very, very very uneven. Trying to walk and do this is I'm telling Gary, he's looking at me saying, why are you taking so long? I've got to watch where I'm walking, Gary. Whoa. I'd love to know what they are. They're cute flowers. There's quite a lot of them. See, they're everywhere. Little yellow ones. There's also some of those little mauve ones which we see a lot. Those are weeds we get in our garden quite a lot. I can't walk up there. I think it's too much for me while I'm trying to film. Too rough. The terrain is too rough. I can't. Well, I can. I'll see if I can get up there. Decided to go back the other way. It's a bit too difficult with holding this as well and trying to watch where you're going, as well as having sandals on. Wasn't the best plan, but we're walking back the other way. I can smell toast and seaweed at the same time. That is a really strange combination. Maybe it's toasted seaweed, I don't know. Whoa, hey, that was a bit odd. So I haven't done many walks this last few years. Not that I haven't been, I just haven't filmed them. I used to film out and abouts all the time. Now this is a tricky bit. Tricky, muddy, but it's dry. It's just a little awkward. Okay. It actually looks flatter down there, but getting there isn't very easy. Anyway, yeah, I haven't filmed that much. I used to do them a lot, but not so much since the lockdown, really. So it's nice to get out and do a little bit. So this is a nice place to come. We used to bring kids here and collect, because if you go past this, when the tide's out a little bit more, you can collect fossils. There's a lot of fossils on this island, lots of shark teeth, and quite nice shells and bits and bobs that you can get. Although not as much as you used to. There used to be a lot more. There used to be a lot of other kind of shells as well, because this used to be practice range for the RAF, so they used to shell it, and used to be able to pick up those kind of shells and bullets and stuff like that. But you probably still can if you know where to look. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day, because there's not much less to see up that way, and well, it'll be boring if I just keep filming the same thing. So just thought I'd come out and have a little bit of a sea walk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.